Hello one, hello all, welcome back to FLOTSAM. My name's Pider. I hope everyone's had a good day. Today we are going to continue our save, and here we are in our lovely little water city. In case the last episode we set up some basics. We got salvage boat, fishing boat, we got our distiller, our workshop, some drying racks. Now we need to move on. We've salvaged this, so we can actually move on to the next map, which is here. Okay, so we have 25 water to salvage and some oil, so we'll go for the water first. We need research points so we can make the fish kebab, the fish kebab maker. That's 2 speed. There's some wood there, we need some wood, so we'll just send these guys out for now. As soon as the salvage boat comes back, we'll send it to the oil, and then we can gather some resources. Or we might just move on to the next map actually, so that we can get some research points and make the kebab stop, or the kebab cooker. Yeah, we're low on food. We're going to have to start fishing. We can turn... what do we need for drying racks again? I think it's just wood we need for drying racks. Oh, plastic. Okay, not a problem. Right, so we'll switch one of them, 2 of them over to fish. And we need some plastic, and in nearby some there. Right, so let's remove that marker, and then we will put get that, because we need some plastic. Okay, he's bringing the water back, but we really need to get that food. Yeah, he's going to go get us some plastic. We can do the oil after. It's not a problem. I usually go with 4 drying racks. It seems to do quite well, because once we get the kebab maker, we can then switch them all over to wood, and we can process much larger amounts of wood. Let's go wait for these guys to bring the plastic back. Right, where can we... oh, that's not good. Wants it there, but that drying rack's in the way. But we can use that as reference. Yeah, we want a drying rack, and we'll put it there like that. We just need a bit more plastic. Right. Oh, we've got some fish there drying now. That's a good thing. Okay, so we've got food on the go for now. We can put. Oh, we can't put another one down yet. No, he's still gathering plastic. That's good. Okay. Yeah, we're getting there. Just gotta wait for a bit more plastic. We should be gathering more plastic. No? What the? Where in the world is he? Okay. What's he doing up there? Oh, he was gathering more of the water. Okay. That's fine. Okay, so we've got one guy. We need him to. Oh, this is for new when I get new people, so I'll just do that for now. Okay, so you're gonna go like that. Oh no, that, and then you're gonna go that. We'll put them up. Right, so I think I might make a seagull army on this. Seagulls are quite cool. You do need beds for them, but they seem to take less water and food. And you can actually have quite a few of them. You just got to keep going through the map. Okay, so we can get another drying rack down. Can't fit another one in there. Right. Deconstruct that one. And he's asleep. Okay. Slow but steady. Let's up the ante. Alright. Well, it seems like salvaging's working again. There was a minor bug a while back where whenever you put something up for salvage, it wouldn't work and it wouldn't salvage properly. Right, there we go. So we now have 4 drying racks. That's awesome. Production limits have reached that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so right, we got the oil. Okay, so we can move on to the next map. where can we go? Yeah, we'll go there. Oh wait, I've got to wait for him to come back with the oil. Oh, there we are. And we'll go get our first seagull. Alrighty, so we need food again. What we need to do is... ooh, Stepan! Let's go rescue Stepan. And then we'll go scavenge that island. Let's get a fishing spot up there. And we've got plenty of dry wood right now. So, and we've got a fair amount of plastic. So we should be okay right now. Right, so we have 2 for fish, and we will put 2 for wood. We've got a nice pile of wood right here, which is really handy. Means we can just send some guys into the water to collect wood if we need it. Okay, so we have our seagull, which is really cool, and we don't want him salvaging. We only want him moving things back and forth, because that'll make stuff easier on the other guys. And he's gonna go gather stuff from there for us. We've got 3 research points so far. We need 5. So 2 more research points, and we're good. And we've got more dry wood there. And the way I generally run through the game is I'll go get the seagull, and then I'll just go straight to the end of the map and go back to the beginning and just keep repeating the same cycle until I've got normally 4 or 5 seagulls. Tends to be pretty good, because they're very handy. You can have them literally move everything, and then you can have your guys focus on one on salvage, one on fishing, and then you can have one doing the distiller, things like that, and the workshops. And as your city starts to get bigger, then you can add a couple more survivors, things like that. It really does help. He's currently, yeah, he's there. Oh, there you go, 6 research points. So we'll unlock that. Right, so we need metal scrap. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. One thing we need to do though, no more than 30 fish. I think they've already collected all those fish, so actually we'll just wait until this is salvaged and we can move on. We're going to need more storage. We can put a couple of storage down, one there, one there. That'll give us a bit more storage room. Okay. That storage now up and running. He's still not finished on there, so we might as well send our fishing guy out here. You can go get us some more fish. Yeah, he's already out fishing, that's good. He's going back to this island. How many points? We got another 3, so we may end up with 5 more points. We don't need the scrapsmith right now. I've noticed that I generally don't really use the water containers because I never really go over the limit of how much water I have. Okay, so that's that done. We got 8 points in total. Alright. So now we are going to move on to the next map. And what we got here, we've just got an abandoned town. So we're going to move there. Okay. Oh, look at this. Seaweed. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Right, so one thing I want to do. Right, so what's your storage? 20. So you're just gonna have seaweed in there. What do we need? We need more plastic. Okay, so let's send the boat out for some plastic. And then we need our fishing boat there. And which one of these has, oh, there you go. Salvage that. He's coming back with some plastic. Let's remove that from there. I want him to go get that scrap for me so I can make the cooker. Right. Put all them up. I don't want him to prioritise building. Should do. Right, hopefully he should go off and to heat. Yeah, he's up there now. That's good. We have plenty of food right now, which is good. What do you need? Oh, yeah, you need. Oh, we got plenty of wood, so we're alright on wood right now. Good. We're on 6, 10, 11. And then it went back down to 6. Why did it go back down to 6? Strange. I'm not using it for anything. Get another storage down. The snapping is a little awkward. Another storage down there. Okay, so we have 21, which means now all we need is a bit more plastic, so that's not a problem. let's turn these to wood. Good, good. And let's get another fishing area there. There's only 2 left there. Yeah, he's have to go get the last 2. You can run up there. Kind of marvellous. Oh, there's a fishing spot there, and there's plastic there as well. That's cool. And plastic consists of barrels, like fuel containers, things like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, he's after plastic up there. That's good. We can get that plastic down, then we can get our kebab maker down, and that's how we'll start cooking our fish. And we will need a lot of wood. But that's why we have 4 drying racks. Good, he's brought more fish in. We can get some more salvage stuff here, which is good. We can now make our kebab maker. We'll put it just there. Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just watching running around at stupid speeds is hilarious. And up goes the kebab store. Now I want to set that to 20. And then we want constant, and we will set meals to 15. Nice. Send him off to scavenge. We can salvage that as well. The raw seaweed actually comes in handy for when you get the fishing net later on, which is wrong button. Yeah, research. Right, that would be, where are you? This one here for 15, fishing hut. And you use the seaweed as bait to catch fish, and it saves you sending a boat out. Plus it means that you're not worrying about whether a map has fish on it or not. You'll always be able to get fish. Very handy. So I unlock that as soon as I possibly can, along with the solar still. Or I might just unlock the desalinator, because it just generates water in large amounts basically, and we just have one guy running it like we're running this one now. When it comes to the seaweed, what I tend to do is I tend to put Every time I run through this map with the seaweed on it, I'll put a storage container, the small storage container down, and then I can store it. Also though, we need to get this one here, the storage yard, because it can hold a lot more storage. Very, very handy. Which is what I will be doing. I think that's what I'll get next. Because water and food we're good now. That'll last us for a while. As long as we can keep bringing in fish, we should be fine. While we're still here. No, I don't want the viaduct, I want that beacon. There we go. That'll cover 2 of them, which means they'll bring 50 fish in. We need to make them some beds at some point. What do we need for beds? Plastic. Oh, we're out of wood. Oh, that's not good. Right, he's done that one. So we'll cancel that one for now. He's done that one as well. That's another 5 research points. So we're up to 8 now. Oh, I didn't realise you could just drag them out the camera around with the right click. Oh, that makes life easier. So I need him to go get that wood, so we can start producing wood, because if we run out of firewood we then can't produce water or food. And we can produce food if need be. I could switch these over to fish, but I'd rather not. Right, he's off to get wood. No. Remove marker. He'll go back and then he'll go back out, which is kind of annoying. There he goes. Right, he's gathering fish. Nope. And once again I forgot to mute my phone. There we go, no more interruptions, I do apologise. Okay. Yeah, so we're getting there. Just go wait for this wood to be pulled off the boat and put on the drying racks. Oh, it looks like it's started putting just straight. Oh, that's handy. Because normally what they'd do is they'd run over to the boat, empty the boat until their inventory is full, they'd run all the way over to the storage, and then a few seconds later somebody else would grab it from the storage and run it to there. But it looks like the seagull is just putting it directly on the drying rack, which is kind of handy. Which is why having a lot of them is a good idea. Bloody phone keeps vibrating. Actually, it might not be my phone. No, he's off again for more wood. That's good. These seagulls really come in handy. Apparently, though, if you have too many of them, it kind of messes with the frames. So you gotta be kind of careful with them. But at least we've got wood coming in. I mean, technically speaking, you can actually use the seagulls to salvage as well. So if you want fuel and you've got 5 seagulls, you can just set the seagulls to go scavenge. And you can set, say for example, get 10 seagulls. That's normally what I go for, and I use I'll use 5 that salvage, and then the other 5 6 that salvage, and then 4 that focus purely on moving things. It comes in handy. Just leaves your actual survivors free to do things. the best thing is the path that you take. It's relatively simple. There's two paths really you can take. You can take the top path, which is what we took, or you can take the bottom path down here. What I normally do is I'll take the top path, then I'll take the bottom path, and then obviously I'll go back up the top again. And you just got to make sure to keep grabbing the oil from the, I think it's the second or the third map. So yeah, just got to keep up this fuel. Let's cut that. Yeah, we'll set that to only 10 fuel. I think 20 might be a bit much. But yeah, all this wood's drying, which is very nice. Okay. We've got a good amount of that, so we'll go get that seaweed. Once the boat's empty, of course. Now, when it comes to the markers, you can actually just put multiple down. For example, I could just go here and put another one here and put another one here. It doesn't matter really. It's actually a lot more efficient because if you've got someone who's dedicated purely to salvaging, he will literally go to the closest marker and salvage whatever's there every time. So it's like he'll just keep going gathering wood. And you can do that with the seagulls. That's the best way to do it. If you've got large storage and you've got enough seagulls to salvage, you can literally just send your seagulls out, have one salvage boat or 3 salvage boats is best for exploring the towns, and you can really progress very quickly through the maps. And you can just repeat it over and over until, well, to the point where you can't build anymore, because I mean, as you've seen, the building circle isn't all that big. Now I'm hoping in the future they give us the ability to increase the size of that maybe, because having it that small is it's a little disappointing, but it's just the way it is. It's an early access game, which means I mean, they could change the whole game if they wanted to. That's just how early access games work. But that's just how it is, and how it's been like that for ages on Steam. So I tend to not really keep my hopes up basically. Oh, I need to make sure that there's no seaweed in there, there, or there. I always forget to exclude it from the other areas, because I want all the seaweed in one place. It just makes it easier. And then when I finally put my fishing nets down, I put storage next to them, and I'll just literally transfer it all over. The quickest way is just to deconstruct the storage. Once you set up your storage where you want it to go to, and you've excluded it from all the others, you deconstruct, say for example you deconstruct this, they will then take all the resources out there, put them where they need to go. So if you've got other storage that has only seaweed and you put it right next to your nets, they'll take it there before they deconstruct. It's an interesting way of doing it. I quite like it. Other than the bug where the storage wouldn't fully salvage and you were left with a partially built storage box that you couldn't do anything with. That was a little annoying. Can I not put you? Oh, I moved that one too close. Oh well, it's not a problem. I can always move it. I'll be moving them anyway because I'll be putting the large storage units down. Okay, so we're fully salvaged now. That's good. Which means he'll carry on getting wood. And on that note, that is it for this video. We've come pretty far. Storage is almost full again. We have 8 research points. So I think next episode we'll focus on getting some research points and hopefully unlocking our storage yard and possibly the house as well, and get some houses down. I tend not to put the beds down, I tend to put the houses down straight away. Because the houses, it's 2 drifters and they don't really take up much more space than the beds. So plus they look better because it don't make sense to just have a floating bed and sleeping on it. So yeah, well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please feel free to like and subscribe. My name's Eddie Pider. Peace.